Well, most of East Texas is in a lull from the thunderstorms that we had earlier. We do have a front that is pushing southward. This is the last 6 hours of movement, and as that front makes its way into our area, we're going to see more of these thunderstorms develop. Of course, afternoon heating is contributing to that as well. We have a severe thunderstorm watch in effect to the west of us. No watches or warnings in East Texas right now, but we do have two areas of rain, one moving out of the deep East Texas area across the upper end of Toledo Bend and over into Louisiana, where we do have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect there in central Louisiana. And then we have more activity moving in along the I-30 corridor in the north. That'll be affecting the northern portions of East Texas. Any of these storms could become severe, mainly damaging thunderstorm winds like we saw earlier this afternoon, as well as large hail, perhaps up to the size of quarters like we had around Quitman. The front will continue to make its way across the area tonight, and more of those showers and thunderstorms move in. This is 10 o'clock tonight, so we should have an increase in activity as indicated here. Going up to the midnight hour and into the overnight hours, most of the activity will be making its way across East Texas, and by about 3 o'clock in the morning should be over in Louisiana. We'll be changing over to mostly showers Monday morning. Occasional rumble of thunder possible, especially down in deep East Texas, but other than that, the severe threat will be ending as we get up to the midday point of Monday and the rest of Monday, as well as the rest of the week. At least at this point, looks like it is going to be dry. It is going to be warmer. We'll continue to see high temperatures getting into the 80s. Right now we're showing 80s in deep East Texas. Most of that area free of rain so far this afternoon, but the north, where we had the thunderstorms move in, and the fact the front is pushing into that area, is a bit cooler. We're seeing temperatures in the 70s and even some high 60s there. In the morning, we'll see temperatures in the 60s, so when you get up, it is going to be pretty mild to cool. And then high temperatures Monday afternoon with that front coming through are going to be a bit cooler, so we'll be down into the 70s as opposed to the 80s. Low temperature 64 degrees expected in the morning. Showers and thunderstorms tonight. Some of those storms could be severe. Again, damaging thunderstorm winds 65 miles per hour, or perhaps even a little more in some places. That can cause some damage to trees like we saw earlier, and also some hail up to quarter size like we have already had. As far as tomorrow is concerned, we will have mainly morning showers. Again, maybe a thunderstorm or two still, but mostly sunny skies expected to move in by the afternoon. A bit cooler with a high temperature at 75 degrees. Northeast winds 5 to 10 behind that front. Over the next 7 days, once the rain moves out at midday Monday, we'll have sunshine carrying us into the weekend, and we'll have a chance for a few more showers and thunderstorms coming in on Sunday, but certainly going to be warming up, maybe 90 degrees by next Sunday afternoon. Deep East Texas could hit 90 earlier there on Wednesday, and we'll see your temperatures topping out into the 80s, perhaps 92 degrees Sunday before a chance of thunderstorms shows up Sunday night. You can check that forecast anytime by going to our website, KETK.com.